All right. Good morning, brothers and sisters. This morning, I'm just going to read a couple of verses this morning that seem to be completely contradictory in the English. And most people don't even catch these things. They don't say anything about them. They don't say anything at all. But when you look in the Greek, they're not contradictory at all. And you'll see when I go looking into these. We're going to start with Psalm 73, verse 12. It says, "Behold, look, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches." All right, now we're going to go over here and we're going to look at the next verse. We're going to look at 3 John chapter 1, verse 2. It says, "Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth." Doesn't that sound contradictory? Let's go look again. It says, "Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper." Does this sound contradictory? Yes, it does. Let's go over here and let's look. And let's go through some verses right here in Psalm 73. Said, "Behold, these are the ungodly." One word. Wicked, criminal, rasha, that's the word. Evil man, evil, guilty, wicked. Okay. "Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper." Let's look up this word. This is an important word. It's the word that says prosper in the New Testament, and this says prosper in the Old Testament. Let's have a look. Let's see if these are even close to the same word in the Greek and the Hebrew. Prosper is shalev. It means quiet or at ease. Carefree. Well, those who have all the things and stuff they need are carefree. They're at ease. They're peaceful. They're satisfied. Those who prosper. It says, "Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world." In the world. Long duration, antiquity, futurity. You see that? These are they who prosper in the world. Antiquity, futurity. They increase in riches. They increase. Let's look at increase. Saga means to grow, to increase. They increase in riches. We're going to look at this. Riches. Strength, efficiency, wealth, or army. Things and stuff. Great strength and power in the world. "Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches." Now we're going to go look and we're going to see if this matches up at all with 3 John chapter 1, verse 2. It says, "Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health." Let's go look at this. "Even as thy soul prospereth." Beloved. Agapetos. Beloved. Loved or beloved. All right, now we're going to go and we're going to look. And it says, "I wish above all things." I wish, to desire. Eukomai, to desire. It doesn't have pros in front of it. It's just a desire. I wish above all things, above. Peri, it means all around, concerning, denotes place, cause, or subject. All things, all things. Pos, all or every, the whole, every kind of. So he says, I wish above all things. The thing he wishes most for you above all things is that thou mayest prosper. Yet where we were just at, it said prosperity in the world is wickedness. All right, it says, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper. That thou, this is just a word that means you. That thou mayest prosper. Let's have a look at mayest prosper. We've gone over this word before. It's the word euadao. And it means to have a prosperous journey. To have a happy, successful journey. But we know it's a combination of the words EU, which means well or good, and there's none good but God, and the word hodos, which means a journey on a particular road. And we know that we're only supposed to be on one specific particular road. And it's the narrow way, not the broad way, the narrow way. So if we're on the good way, which is the word prosper, not the same word as in the Old Testament, prosper. Let's go look. Prosper, again, in the Old Testament. These are not the same words. Not even close. Quiet, at ease. Shalev is not the same as the good way, as God's hodos. It's not the same as God's hodos. Euadao, that's God's Jesus. I wish above all things that thou mayest be in the narrow way and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. Let's look at health. And be in health. So all the apostles died horrible, bloody deaths. Beheadings, murderings, things like that. They got their heads chopped off. They got hung on crosses. And in the Old Testament, we had Isaiah was chopped in half in a log, sawn asunder in a log, and I know for sure Jeremiah, he wasn't killed, but he was hung in the mire, which is the muck or the septic system for the castle. He was just hung up there in a rope, and they would lift him up out of it and ask him questions. So, do you really think that this, whenever it says for you to be prosperous and healthy, it's really talking about physical health? No. Let's go look. This is the word hugiano, and it says to be sound or healthy. But we're going to go right down here. It says hugiano on the blue one right here is healthy, working well, means to be free from debilitation or incapacity. Hence, functioning holistically with all parts working together. That sounds like having sound doctrine. Let's go look at this one. Properly in good working order, hence healthy, in sound condition, in balance. He says, I wish above all things that thou mayest be in the euhodos, God's way, the narrow way, and to be sound, even as thy soul prospereth. How does thy soul prosper? Your soul is in the narrow way. But is your flesh in the narrow way? Is it being narrowed? Is Jesus increasing and are you decreasing? Is your flesh decreasing slowly over time? Well, that's what it's talking about here. I wish above all things that you would be in the well way. And it has nothing to do with prospering in the world and having money, things, or stuff. The Bible clearly states that prosperity in the world is an ungodly thing. It says, "These are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches." I love you all, brothers and sisters. You have a blessed, wonderful day. Stay strong in the Lord. Jesus loves you.